Hi there, Congressman Lloyd Smucker here. We're a quarter way through the year as March is now in the books. Unbelievable, time flies. But at the end of each month, I'm bringing you a monthly rewind with legislative news, news about travels across the district, and other important updates. And I hope you'll tune in every month, and also would love for you to share this video with your friends and your neighbors. So news in March, President Biden released his fiscal year 2024 budget proposal, which kicks off the formal process for Congress to consider the budget and consider his proposal. Now, first off, it came nearly a month late than is required by statute. But being late is far from the worst thing about the budget. And I want to review some of the top line numbers with you. So first of all, he proposes raising $5 trillion in new taxes. $5 trillion. That's over the next 10 years, in addition to the tax burden we already have. He would take the tax burden to the highest in the history of our nation. And I'm measuring that against our total economic output, which we refer to as GDP, or gross domestic product. But despite raising taxes to those record highs, he also proposes spending even more than that, totaling $82 trillion over a 10-year period, $82 trillion. The massive spending would run more than $1 trillion deficit every year for a decade, which would add $17 trillion over 10 years to the debt, cumulative deficits in the debt. So think about that. President Biden wants to raise taxes to a record level and still wants us to spend $17 trillion more than we're taking in. It is unsustainable, it's fiscally irresponsible, and it has to stop, or there'll be disastrous consequences, I'm afraid. Now, the Biden administration, despite all of this, would have you believe that they're reducing deficits under this budget proposal, which is absurd when you look at the numbers. So if you look at the last two budget proposals from the Biden administration, you'll see the numbers just don't add up to their claim. And I discussed this recently at a hearing of the Ways and Means Committee with Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. The chart I have here, and I don't know if you can see it, hopefully you can catch it, but this is the next 10 years and compares the 2023 proposal by the president, budget proposal, and 2024. I have directly from the budget these sheets. And what it shows is that this proposal, 2024 compared to 2023, increases deficits further. Year over year. And the orange on here is your new proposal compared to what you were proposing last year. You see some significant difference in the early years, but it never is reduced over the proposals from last year. And on your totals on this sheet, you're proposing over the next 10 years today, $17 trillion in additional deficits and debt. As opposed to 12 months ago, you were proposing $14 trillion total in deficits. Truth is, there's nothing fiscally responsible about the Biden administration. And you can be assured I'm going to continue to work to bring fiscal discipline to Washington. It's critical that we do that. I also want to mention this month, I reintroduced a bill called the USA Workforce Tax Credit Act. This is a bill that would help to supercharge investment in career and technical education and apprenticeship programs. It would do this by encouraging contributions to these type of workforce development programs, or to the institutions that are providing that. Finding skilled workers consistently ranks as the top issue that I hear about from small business owners all across the district and across the country as well. And it's a challenge that I've had to manage through as a small business owner myself. But as I visit businesses across the district, we discuss these challenges, it's clear it's worse than ever before. And it's obvious that we need to find solutions here. So we announced the reintroduction of this legislation at a press conference in Southern York County at a company called Eden Manufacturing. Well, it's two companies, Eden Manufacturing and Eden Tool Company, located in New Freedom.
Today, U.S. Representative Lloyd Smucker is touring a manufacturing plant in New Freedom. At Eden Tool Company, he announced the introduction of his legislation, the USA Workforce Tax Credit Act. The legislation aims to supercharge investments in career and technical programs.
The best anti-poverty program is a great job, and there are a lot of great jobs out there. This is an attempt to ensure we can fill those jobs, we can help provide opportunity for people.
The act hopes to fill job openings with skilled workers through investment and apprenticeship opportunities like the ones being offered at Eden Tool Company.
So I really think this legislation will help individuals in our community have the opportunity to gain the skills that they need to succeed, to be prepared for the jobs that are available, and to live their own American dream. As we wrap up this March in Review, I want you to know that I do always appreciate hearing your thoughts and your suggestions, so don't hesitate to reach out. Also want you to know that my office is here to help you. So if you're experiencing an issue with a federal department or a federal agency like the Social Security Administration, IRS, Veterans Affairs, whatever it may be, please contact my office and we can help. We'll certainly do everything we can to help. Another reminder, spring's here, summer around the corner. Many of you are going to be thinking about traveling, and I want to remind you it's important to apply for or renew your passports now. Don't delay. We're hearing a lot of people who are in crunch time to get their passports. Processing times for passports right now can be as much as 3 months for routine and 2 months for expedited. So if you need a passport quickly, give us a call. We can help, but be sure you're applying in plenty of time. So thank you for watching this March update. I hope you'll like and share this video. And you can also subscribe to my e-newsletter, and you can do that on my website, which is smucker.house.gov. Again, smucker.house.gov. Thank you.